Hi, I'm Loli, and I'm so glad you are here.
Hey everyone! Today we have got amazing Dollar Tree DIYs that are only super affordable, but they are also incredibly versatile. Whether you're sprucing up your space for Valentine's Day, embracing the fresh vibes of spring, or just looking for everyday decor that is easy and stylish, these crafts are perfect for you. Stick around because you won't believe how simple it is to create beautiful, budget-friendly decor that looks anything but cheap. Let's get started. For this first project, I'm going to use 3 of these candle holders that I found at Dollar Tree. I'm going to take some E6000 and some hot glue to attach 2 of these together. I'm going to be attaching it from their bottoms. And let me tell you, that bond was strong. Next, I took some of this spackle from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to add it to all of that edges that was left on there, and I'm trying to do it as smooth as possible, just making sure that that spackle goes into the groove and also to make it look seamless with the rest of the piece. Once I was happy, just put it to the side to dry. Then I'm going to work with this candle holder, and it was black already, but I wanted to change it to a more opaque piece. Then I took a lot of hot glue and I'm adding it to the hole at the top of the candle holder until I get all the way to the top. And then I'm going to position the bottom tip of the heart right into that hole and hold it in place until that glue completely dries. Then I took some of these pieces of vine that I got from a previous pick from Dollar Tree, and I'm cutting the pieces that would have went onto the stems, and I'm going to glue them right into that hole as well. Here the glue was already dry, so I just added a little bit of hot glue to it and pressed it right there at the base of the bottom of the heart. And I'm doing the same exact thing on the other side. I thought this needed a little bit more, so I'm taking this piece of boxwood that I had laying around and cutting the piece in the middle there off, and then adding the rest of the stem to the middle here. And to add a little bit of color, I took one of these flowers from Dollar Tree and removing it from the pick and taking off that piece that goes attached to the pick and adding some hot glue to the back and position it right there in the middle of the boxwood and the 2 other greeneries. And I thought this gave it the perfect amount of color. All right, for the next one, once it dried, I'm taking my sanding block or my slip sander and I am sanding off any areas that are uneven. Once that was done, I'm going to take some of my Polka black, rich black paint, and I gave it 2 coats. And abracadabra, pata de cabra, boom, it's painted. Next, we did the same thing with the other one. We're going to add the heart into the hole and put the greenery. However, for this one, I decided to put a white flower in the middle and 2 of the yellow greenish ones on each side. And that is the perfect touch. And we are done with this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think you'll be recreating this one? If you do, send me some pictures on Instagram. And if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe as well. It is all free and it means the world to me. Thank you. Now let's go with the next inspiration. For this one, I'm going to be using the same heart that I used previously, and I'm going to use that wooden frame from Dollar Tree and that tissue paper as well. I did not end up using the arrows. I took the frame and I painted it with 2 coats of Rust-Oleum Linen White Chalk paint, and now I'm going to add Mod Podge to the center. Today's video is part of the Talented Creators that is hosted monthly by Aurea from DIY with Aurea, myself Loli from Loli's Creations, and our guest host this month is Katie from Lady Red Crafting. The links to her channels and to the playlist will be linked in the description box below, and also put in the comments. Make sure that you head on over to the channels and to the playlist and show everyone some love. Next, I'm going to take some of this tissue paper that I got recently at Dollar Tree. I thought it was perfect for today's DIYs. We will be putting this down when the Mod Podge is still tacky, being very careful to smooth it along as we go along, and also go ahead and crease the corners to make sure that we have that nice, crisp, and clean look. Once the Mod Podge was dry, I took my X-Acto knife, making sure that the blade is very sharp, and I just cut off the excess, having the crease be my guide. Then I carefully ripped off the excess, revealing a nice, clean cut. To further protect this, I'm going to add a layer of Mod Podge on the top of the tissue paper. If you notice here, the Paper is kind of bubbling up, but that is fine. This sometimes happens. But just let everything sit nice and flat and let it dry, and you'll see that everything will be good as new when you're done. Then I'm taking the heart and I'm going to add some hot glue to the middle portion right there in the bottom and at the top, and I'm going to place it at the center of the sign. Friends, I always want to know where are you watching from, just so I know how far my videos are reaching. So leave me a comment and let me know where you're watching from. Alright, next I took some beads from that garland that I got at Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and take some of this weathered wood from Valentine. It is wood based. And I just put it in a Ziploc bag and put some of it in there, swirled it around, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then took it out and placed it in a piece of parchment paper to dry. And this is how they turned out after they were dry. They were not exactly how I wanted them, so I took some antique wax and I'm going to do a watered down solution of it and just put it all around all the beads, and that gave me the perfect mixture of brown and gray. And I just put it on the sign. I didn't quite like it, so I decided to paint it white. And then I didn't like it and I decided to paint it black. And this is what I ended up with. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this one? Friends, join me in wishing a very happy birthday to these amazing, beautiful 4 ladies. Donna from Donna's Creations and More, Cindy from Sinan Designs, Tabitha for Born to DIY, and Cheryl for Home Bridge Studio. Make sure that you head on over to their channels and give them a very happy birthday. Let them know that Loli sent you. For our next inspiration, I'm going to use this frame that I got from Dollar Tree, or Decor piece, that wooden crate that I got from Dollar Tree, and one of the hearts. Next, I placed the crate up top of the window sign as you see there. I wanted to mark exactly what sections will be showing once I stick these two together. So I just make sure to mark the sides as you see there, and I'm going to go in the back and mark off where the crate will be showing in the back of the sign. And I did this to identify the areas which I needed to paint. Then I painted the crate white, avoiding the sections that were outside the 2 squares that I did in the back. Even though this decor piece was already black, I painted it with 2 coats of my Folk Art Rich Black paint. And then I removed this piece that you use to hold it up. And then the hinge was kind of harder to take off. I just used my needle nose pliers to take that off and sand it off and painted that area as well. Decided not to use this piece, so I also unscrewed it using these small screwdrivers that I've also found at Dollar Tree. Next, I'm going to take some wood glue and add it to the bottom section of this sign as you see there, trying to stay only in the areas that the wood crate will be hitting it. I positioned my crate and cramped it down with some clips from Dollar Tree. Then I picked the best heart from this pack. And then I'm going to add some floral foam to the bottom of the crate. And then I glued the heart to the top section of the arch. If you want to make this more versatile, I will suggest to not glue it. Instead, use a hook so you're able to change out your wreaths with the seasons. I didn't need to do that, so I opted with gluing it on. Then I proceeded to use a variety of picks from Dollar Tree to fill in my crate. Don't mind the laptop that just shows up on my table here. My daughter had the need to show me some dresses while I was crafting, so just ignore that, okay? Then I took some of this boxwood from Dollar Tree. Actually, no, this came from Walmart. And I'm just going to cut it into smaller pieces and put them around different areas of my flower bed, we're going to call it for now. I added them into the front, to the back, trying to mix them up in between the other flowers. Then I took these florals from Dollar Tree and I'm going to also position it on different areas of the crate, just trying to cover up the floral foam. My friend, if you're still with me this far into the video, I want to give you a warm thank you. Thank you so much for sticking around. Leave me a flower emoji in the comments so I know who you are. And let me know where you're watching from as well. Thank you so much. And bing bam boom, this is done. Let me know in the comments what you think about this piece. I love it. All right, for this next inspiration, we will be using some of these clay pots that I found at Dollar Tree, 2 of the hearts that we used before, and these 2 pieces that I had left over from some craft somewhere. I painted the pots white and painted the sticks black. And now that everything is dry, we are going to put it together. We are starting with adding some floral foam to the bottom of the pots. Then I took the pieces of the 2 little sticks there. We're going to glue them to the back of the hearts. And to do that, I just wedged them a little bit in between both of the pieces there, added some hot glue, held it in place, and added a whole bunch of hot glue more on top of the stick to make sure that that did not go anywhere. But I made sure to keep it all in one side of the heart. It took a little bit of time for the glue to set, so I just took my silicone tool and placed it underneath of that stick to keep it leveled, and then I added some more hot glue to the top. And I positioned both of them into the floral foam. Now it's time to embellish it. I'm going to use some of these beaded garlands from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut off a section that will be big enough. I use about, I will say, about a foot I took off. And I'm just going to wrap it around the heart until I go all the way around. I started in the beginning and I started at the base of the heart, worked my way all the way around, and then ended up at the base again, close to the skewer. Once everything was nicely tucked in, I cut off the excess and then placed it into my floral foam. And I did the same thing with both pieces. For the bottom section, I'm using some of these flowers that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut them very shortly and put them in the inside of each one of these flower pots. And I did the same with the other flower pot. Don't forget to let me know in the comments, what do you think about this one? I love them. And here we are with the final reveal. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which one of these creations today is your favorite. Thank you so much as always for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And don't forget to visit my friends in the playlist. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Bye.